We're going to take a look at this area here to the east of St. Catherine. You can see the turnpike, and then where my mouse is going down 470 and up by Lake Denham. That is the new area we're going to look at. This is the area that we looked at last week, 501 south to 470 and around. That's where the medical center is going to be and some of those other things. So as we talked about in that last video with the map, we are starting out on 470 just around the second curve north of the turnpike, if that makes sense. I put an arrow by it anyway just so you would know where we're at. We're kind of facing the east right now. You see that patch of dirt there, and then you can see quite a bit more, and in the background way back you can see where they're bulldozing around and things like that. So we're going to turn to the right. You'll be able to see Lake Deaton once we actually stop and make that right. But what we're flying over right now is all Village's property. It was kind of a dreary day, so not very pretty, plus the sun was going down. That's Lake Deaton right there. The Village's owns all the way to that. This whole property is theirs. I believe this was the latest thing that they purchased close to Leesburg. And from what I saw on in the newspaper, they're trying to make apartment buildings over here for workers that currently work in the villages or are going to be working in the villages. So these would be like apartment buildings and things like that, similar to the lofts in Brownwood. That way the commute would be easier, and it's going to be closer for them to go to the charter school, the new charter school that will be built right in the 470 corridor south of the turnpike. So we're going to fly over these trees here. You can see up there in the distance is St. Catherine, and then that is where Megason Road ends right there. We're turning south now. 470 is on the left side of your screen running up and down, and then you can see the turnpike running left to right, right to left across your screen up there in the distance. And the Villages owns all of this up to the turnpike right here. I have a hunch that you'll start to see this be bulldozed over as soon as they finish St. Catherine in those areas, and then they're going to be working in that Coleman area also, but they're already starting on some of this here. You can see they've bulldozed quite a bit up toward the exit there, and this makes it really easy for everybody to get on and off of the turnpike because this will be all connected. I'll be interested to see if they put a barrier in between. Now straight ahead on the opposite side of the turnpike, we've done videos on that in the past. That whole area all the way up until the next road, or where 470 turns to the right, the Villages owns that whole area. That's where that hospital is going that we talked about the other day and that I mentioned in the introduction of the video. So they haven't announced really what they're going to do here other than the apartments. They haven't announced how many apartments, and they were trying to get that approved through Lake County, because when you do come into this area, you are in Lake County. If you were to go the opposite direction of what we're going now, 470 actually runs all the way into Highway 27, which goes through Claremont and Leesburg. So, interesting fact for everybody. I did look up some things on the Florida aquifer and how they're affecting the aquifer with the water situation, because I hear that a lot with these videos. All of the water used in the village's irrigation and yards, that's all reclaimed water from rainfall, and that doesn't even tap the aquifer at all. So they're doing quite a good job conserving the water. I'm not positive on the drinking water and how they're affecting that at all with the aquifer. Florida has one of the biggest aquifers in the United States, so reading up on it was actually quite interesting. I would suggest if you get a chance to take a look at it. You can see that road there is actually going all the way into the Sawgrass Grove area and Case and Hammock, St. Catherine, those areas, that runs right into that area. You can see all the construction videos, and that's the turnpike right there. A lot more traffic going on here lately, I've noticed. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, go ahead and give us a thumbs up, leave us a comment, and make sure you subscribe to the channel. As always, we will see you in the next one.